I almost set our house on fire.
Oh my gosh.
That is the rag that was on top of the stove. Still smoldering. It's still going. Today we went to Lowe's. We got backsplash tile. So this is what we're going with. This is the subway tile. We got a bunch of it. So we'll be putting that all behind our cabinets and behind our cabinets and appliances. We hired someone to do that. So they offered to take off all of our old tile for us for 150 bucks. But I'm gonna do my best to get that off so that way we don't have to pay that extra charge. So let's see if I can get it done in 1 hour. Wow, I understand why he charged $150 to do that. So we're almost halfway done. It actually came off pretty easy with the putty knife and the hammer. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump the tile that I have so far and do the rest. If you've never done something like this before, anybody can do it. As long as you know how to use a hammer and a putty knife, you're good to go. And I would do it yourself over paying the extra, but that could be totally a personal preference too. But yeah, it's going well. Let's finish it up. It's really important that when you're doing this, you have something to protect your countertops with. If you notice on the right side of the screen, I have a white dish towel on the stove. That dish towel was then covered up with the cardboard, and as I was leaning up against the stove, I accidentally turned on the left knob burner. And to make it worse, I turned it on the high setting. Right there, I turned it on high, didn't even know it, and continued to work. But then I smelled some smoke. Thankfully, I removed it just in time before a fire had started. I accidentally
Turned one on?
when I was leaning up against it. All of a sudden, I smelled like smoke. Yeah. And I lifted this up. Oh, man. And there was a towel right on top of the stove. And it burned all the way through it. Look, it's smoking, burning out here.
Well, that's wild. Oh my gosh.
I almost set our house on fire.
Oh my gosh.
That is the rag that was on top of the stove. Still smoldering.
You can throw that literally in the fire pit.
So I had that underneath a piece of cardboard, and when I was leaning up against the stove, it, I guess, turned on. It was on high, like the worst setting you could possibly have. And I was sitting there and I smelled smoke. Lift up the cardboard and there's not a flame, but it is burned all the way through this rag. It's still going. Absolutely wild. I cannot believe I did that. That would have been a rough start to the new house. The tile's almost out though. And our whole house is full of nasty, smelly smoke. So let's go clean that up. Fire averted. We're done with the backsplash.
Candles to help.
Now for the clean out. Okay, well, thankfully we escaped the fire, got rid of all the smoke out of the house. Today, the drywallers came and they finished our laundry room. So there you have it. They finished the ceiling in here, which is super nice to have done. So we'll be putting up a new light. New light. Just put the cover up. We'll have a new light here. I'm gonna be putting a wallpaper over the back, so that way you won't be able to see any of that. Hopefully make this look a little bit nicer, but we're happy to have that done, which is just really exciting. Then they patched the bathroom upstairs and in a couple other spots. So right now we are just making dinner and getting ready to leave because tomorrow we're headed to Illinois to celebrate the 4th of July. So that will be really exciting. That's where I am from. So it'll be good to see family, hang out, and we're leaving this place until next week, where my sister, Tsihon, will be coming to live with us for about 5 days. So that should be exciting too.
That could be bigger and it'll be smaller.
We made it to Illinois. It is the 4th of July. I'm here with my sisters. We are picking apples.
Apples from home.
Checking out the Japanese beetle issue. So my dad's catching these Japanese beetles with these traps. They're trying to get out, but they can't.
And here comes the dog.
Oh,
Addie? How did she get out?
the dog got out.
Hi.
You ready?
Sit, Addie. Sit, baby. Sit. Sit.
Sit down. Sit.
There we go. Good girl.
I think it's a little bit scaredy cat. Ah! Ah!
We made it to the other house.
The house that nobody uses.
The house that nobody uses.
Except for the storage.
Storage house, the bee house, the fun house. After a lot of running, the dog always gets in the pool.
Ding ding!
See, I'm gonna come back to your side because his is bony.
You sit in the middle for now.
Fine.
So peaceful and quiet in town. Like, what town could you be in? I mean, most small towns.
Really? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Like paratroopers.
They're so They're so little! Anna, you caught one!
Zoom fingers? I'm just kidding.
When we got home, we were pleased to see that our backsplash was completely done. Our tile guy did such a great job.
Just got ambushed, but they missed a lot. These are all the times they tried to hit me. They had probably 15 shots at me, and that's all they got me. So I was walking, so. Okay, time out. I don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference, but. Good luck. Time in? Time in?
No! I think I didn't get
I'm just watering the grass.
Hey!
Just watering the grass, not trying to spray you. Time in?
No.
Oh.
Time out.
I'll just water the grass until you say time in. Come closer. That's a good one.
They're so stupid.
Look how many.
Look at all those. Dude, a little tighter. It's getting out of your hands. Oh, let's go up.
Whoa! Close to the house.
Shooting them over the crowd, Nate.